Hello, my name is Elizabeth and I'm from Indiana. When I was 7 years old, 9/11 happened, and I was just really taken by how presidential George W. Bush was. I wasn't old enough to vote, but I would have definitely voted for him. I voted for Romney. Wasn't old enough to vote before that, but legally, the first time I was able to vote, I voted for Romney. And yes, unfortunately, the second time I voted for Donald Trump, even though I didn't vote for him in the primary. I voted for him because I am a conservative Christian, and from my conservative Christian friends and family, they thought, and I thought, that Donald Trump was going to uphold our views and uphold what we hold dear. Well, only to find out, for me, nothing he did was conservative, and nothing he did or continues to do is Christian, in my opinion. How he mocked people with disabilities, how he made veiled threats, how he makes people afraid who exit his cabinet or fall out with him. He mocks them, he ridicules them, he makes them afraid. And if you disagree with Trump voters, you become evil. It's become so divisive now that you are either a Trump voter or you are a liberal. And Trump voters seems to become synonymous with Christian, meaning you are either a Christian or you are a communist. And I'm not a communist, I'm not a socialist, I'm a conservative Christian. I've struggled with voting for a Democrat, especially how the right seems to paint black people who vote Democrat. That the Democrats were the party of the KKK, and Democrats were the party of slavery. And were opposed, supposedly, to the Civil Rights Bill. If you are black and vote Democrat, to most, on the far right, you are evil and you don't understand anything. To me, I had to come to realize after finding this very channel that God judges the heart and God judges the mind, and it is up to him who I vote for. My vote is my own and is between me and God. I cannot continue to live by the will of Donald Trump or other people, other Christians, or Candace Owens, who has spurred on this movement along with Kanye West to save black people from themselves. That movement that Candace Owens and Kanye West have made, Blexit, have done exactly what I dislike the Democrats do, which is pander to black people. The Democrats will use rappers and singers such as Beyonce or Jay-Z to pander to black people to vote Democrat. Well, the Republican Party used rappers like Kanye, who are mentally ill and are suffering and should be receiving treatment instead of being put on Main Street. They have used him and Candace Owens, who used to be vehemently opposed to Donald Trump, have used them to beat down and bash other black people. I will not be a party to a Donald Trump who beats down and bashes people who disagree. I will not be a party to a Blexit who beats down and bashes black people who disagree. And it's not so much for me as disagreeing, but because I do agree with Republican ideals, I disagree with how it's being done. I disagree with that the ends justify the means. If it means dissing people, bashing people, discriminating against people and ridiculing people. I want no parts of it. If that makes me not a Christian, so be it. If that makes me no longer black, so be it. And for the party that says they do not involve themselves in identity politics, it is very funny that all of a sudden this year, this presidential election, it became about identity politics when they had black men and a black woman speaking on behalf of Donald Trump. Why can't Donald Trump not speak for his own self if he is so not racist? Anyway, that's all I have to say. I will be voting for Joe Biden this election cycle, and I hope others do the same. Remember, your vote is your own.